Well, hi everyone. Can you believe it is November already? Time for a November plan with me. We're going into the woods today. Well, hi everyone. This is Crystal from A Crystal Clear Life, where we focus on planning, organizing, and living a more simplified life. Today, I want to take you along as I do my November plan with me. Like I said in the intro, we're going into the woods. I'm loving these little wildlife creatures, and I don't know about you, but where I am, November is the time that all of the leaves start to change, and I like to go out into the woods, hear the crunching of the leaves, see all the beautiful colors. It's much easier to spot the wildlife that lives near me, so that's what I wanted to bring to my planner for this month. I think it's going to be great, and let me show you what I have found to go along with this theme. All right, so if you look here at my computer, you can see I am in Etsy and I have purchased an order for some digital stickers from Doodlebug Draws. And I wanted to quickly show you how I take that purchase that I've made online and download it and bring it into OneNote for me to use, okay? So with the Doodlebug Draws, notes that I have here, you see Into the Woods monthly digital sticker set, and this one comes in two different forms, one for good notes, which I don't use, and one as PNG files, okay? So all I need to do is go over here and click download, and they will download, and you see they come up down here on my bottom ribbon. Then I can double click that, and let me bring this up so you can see it, and it opens up into its folder here, and Into the Woods Doodlebug. So I can open that. And then you see she has smaller folders inside. So she has dates and she has months, weekdays, and then all of these cute PNG files, which are all the decor stickers, okay? Now, if you want to see what some of these look like before you go ahead and copy them into OneNote, you can do that. You don't have to copy all of the files. Like, for example, I'm not going to use all of the months, so I'm not going to copy all of the months. And I'm not sure that I'm going to use the date covers, but they are awfully cute. So let's just take a look. Let's look at the date covers, and I'll show you what they look like. So here you see they have, let's just bring up one so that you can see it. And again, I'm going to grab this and pull it up here so that you can see. So this is date number 1, and you see it's just a cute log end, and it has a number 1 next to it. If I look at just the plain log end, again, pull that up there so you can see it. You see it's just empty, and I think that's pretty cute. I might want to use that at some point. So all I'm going to really do here is I'm going to make a copy of that file, and I'm going to take it into OneNote. So I'm going to bring OneNote up and split my screen here. So you see I have this at a split screen. I'm going to throw this over here so it's on that half, and then I'm going to put OneNote on the other side so that I can jump back and forth really quickly. All right, I do want the log end, and what I normally do is in my month I create a new page and I will call it whatever theme I'm going to use this year. Let's see, this one is Into the Woods. So we will call it that, and then I can come down here and I can paste, and there is my log end, okay? Now you see they're quite large. I don't need them that large. I usually store them quite small so that I can, see a bunch of them on my page at one time, all right? Now, I know also as a reminder that those log dates are there if I want to use them, but for now, I am not going to use them, so I'm going to go back to the months. I do know that in the months, I do want November, so I'm going to copy that one. So copy, and I'm going to bring it over here into OneNote, and paste. And there is November. And again, I can make that small. All right. And if I want to keep all of these things in this one container, that's absolutely fine. It just makes things easier to move around. Okay, so go back over here to weekdays. I don't know if I want the weekdays or not. I don't usually use date covers, but let me show you what they look like just in case. So I'll double click there. Let me just grab Sunday and I will copy that and I'll come back over into OneNote and I'll hit paste so that you can see what that looks like. Okay, and give myself some space here. And then I'll get back over to all of the fun decor items. And that's really what I purchased this for. So acorn, banners, bears, cardinals, deers, flags. So what I like to do is I like to click and then I'm going to go down, to a section that I can remember, usually 5 or 6. I'm going to hit my shift key and I'm going to select all of those. So right now I have 2, 4, 6, 8 of them selected. Right click, copy, and then I'm going to come over here and hit paste and let all of those graphics come in. Okay, now you can see they're all quite large and I'll have to go through and make them all small, but I just wanted to show you the process of all I'm doing is copying and pasting, and then I'm going through and making it small so that it will fit better on my screen and will not take up quite so much space. Okay, so that's all I'm doing. So let me grab the rest of these and then we'll be back together. Using my lasso tool makes it a lot faster. I simply can grab all of the graphics at one time, circle them all, and shrink them all down at the same time, and move that entire collection up to where I want it to be, wherever that might be. Let's try it there. Okay, now let me scroll in so you can see those. And again, if I want to cut and move some of these so that they're in a better spot, I can do that. So let's say I want to take these guys and move those over here. There we go. All right, that works pretty good for me. All right, so now I have all of the files from this set that I downloaded, and I am ready to go. So I no longer need this, so let's get rid of that. Drop that down. And I no longer need this, so I'm also going to drop that down, and let's make this bigger so that you can see more of my screen. All right, so as you can see, these wildlife stickers are really cute, and I think this is going to be a very fun Into the Woods theme to do. Now, I do want to add some colorful leaves that I have from another set or from images that I found on Google, and we'll add those as we go through. But I quickly wanted to show you, review with you about how I bring my stickers into OneNote and how I basically set up each of the months of the year for my notebook. Okay, so if you're new to OneNote, what you'll see across the top here are different section tabs that I have added. And you can see there are others that are stored here as well. And if you want to add a new section, all you have to do is hit that plus button and a new section will come up. But at the beginning of the year, I always go through and I set up my months across the top. And I have different colors that I like to do my various months. November is always brown for me. I don't know why, but it is. So there we have that flag tagged brown. And then also in OneNote, I have my sections or my months across the top, and then I have my pages that are in those sections down here on the side. So if you think about it like a 3-ring binder where you have a notebook and you have divider tabs for the month of November, then your pages are listed on the side. So I don't really need individual links to individual pages because I see them all here on the side, which is very helpful to me. Okay. Now, if we take a look here at what I already have set up for November, you might think that I'm a little crazy because some of these say November and some of these down here say October. And I'll show you why I did that here in just a second, okay? All right, so I have my theme Into the Woods already set. Let's go to the top and start there. I purchased this yearly dated planner from DCP Digitals. I'll have the link below if you're interested in that. And I got the whiteout version, so it is shades of gray and white. And I love it because then I can add whatever color or decoration that I want to it. It's been dated for the entire month, and it comes with in addition to lots and lots and lots of various page layouts, it comes with a monthly calendar that is dated, and it also comes with weekly calendars that are dated as well, and they look like this, okay? So that comes from DCP Digitals. I have used it all year, and I had never really used a dated planner before. I liked it, but I'm not sure that I really need the dated functionality. We'll see. I am in that process of figuring out what I want to do for next year. But I have loved her. I have loved her notebooks that she creates. Okay, moving on. Let's get back to this monthly. What I tend to do is I tend to set up the monthlies in advance, and then as events or ideas come up, kind of like a future log, you know, if you were doing bullet journaling, I add those things over here on the side, just so that when I come to plan that month, I already have top of mind what I want to be doing for that month, okay? All right, so that being said, let's first of all set up a title to cover up this November, and then we'll start plugging in some of these dates that we have, and we'll see how far we get. Okay, so Into the Woods. What I always like to do is I like to create a title that I can use on my various pages. So here I am going to choose this. I'm going to make a copy of it, and I'm going to bring it over here into some working space, and I'm going to paste it there. And I want to create some kind of, let's see, I don't really think of bunny rabbits specifically. I do have lots of deer in my yard, and I also have a lot of squirrels. I think I'm going to try the squirrel. So I'm going to copy him and bring it over here and paste it to the side. Do I want him sitting on top? Okay. Now, if I hold down my Alt key, I can click on the sticker that I want, and I can move it in the very smallest increments by holding down the Alt key. I don't know if I like him sitting on top. I do like this acorn. I could add that there as well. Make it smaller. Maybe I could put it over the O like that. That's kind of cute. I like that. And he's kind of looking down at that like, oh, there's another nut. Okay, I like that. Now, do I want to put any green there? I kind of like this little grass. So let's do that, and that will kind of pull all of the colors into the theme. Let's paste that grass. We'll make that a little bit smaller. One of the things that I love about digital stickers is I can play around with them so much, different sizes, different shapes, all of that kind of thing. For example, here you see I put those grasses on and they're covering up part of the letters. Well, what I can do is I can click on that grass and I can order it, go down to order and send it to the back. Okay, and then you see that little brown leg comes forward there. And I just think that's so great. Let's see, it's still kind of in the way, so I'm going to move it maybe just a little bit. Okay, and is there anything else that I want to put there? Those flags are cute. Into the Woods. Let me make a copy of that. would that look underneath? That's kind of cute for some things. I'll have to keep that in mind. But for now, I am going to stick with what I have here. Now, one thing that I like to do once I get these things perfect is I like to make this as like a title page, or, a title that I can put on different pages. So the way that I do that is I go up here to my draw tool, I choose the lasso tool, and I circle everything. And you see it has all of those items circled, and I copy them together. And then I can come over here on the side, and for pasting I have 3 options. I can paste and keep source formatting, I can merge source formatting, but what I want to do is I want to paste as a picture. Okay, and now that I have that as a picture, you see it as one graphic. All of those individual pieces are still individual pieces over here, but this is now one graphic that I can use on various pages. Okay, so I'm going to copy that, and I'll take that back to my November monthly, and I will paste on the side here, and we will drag that over and put that in place. Now, I have some space here because November doesn't start until a Tuesday, so if I want to, I can let that hang over like that if I want to kind of cover that up, or I can make it small enough to fit at the very top. If I want to fill that in, what I can do is simply grab another sticker to put underneath of it. I like this green one, so we're going to copy that, go back to our monthly, paste on the side, take that over, make that a little bit bigger. Let's get this out of the way so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so one of the first things that I like to do is I like to put in the important dates. Okay, so I have some other stickers over in my personal notebook that came from DCP Digitals. And I want to go to my November ones that I have here. And there are some holidays. So there's Veterans Day. So we'll copy that one. We'll take that back. And we'll put in Veterans Day. Fill that in right where I want. And then I can go in here and add a text box. Let's see, let's just change this font so it's something that will stand out. I like the white. So we will take that and bring it down here. Again, I can order things, bring to front. There we go. And I need to copy that for the next row. Paste on the side, grab it, and drag it over. Okay. All right. Let's see. I also have the Run for Wildlife that we like to do. So let me put something in for that. I think since it is a run, I am going to use some paw prints. And we will put a couple of those. Like that. We can make them smaller. And the Run for Wildlife is fun. It's an event they do at the park. So let's put that one in that corner. And that one there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this link and I'm going to copy that. Okay. And then I'm going to come up here and highlight these words. And I'm going to go to my home menu to my insert menu, excuse me, and I'm going to insert a link. I'm going to leave it to say Run for Wildlife, but I'm going to paste that link here, and I'm going to say OK. And then what I want to do is I want to simply copy this part, and I will paste that. And that way I don't have to have all of that information. I just have to have the name of the event. Let's put it down here. And then when I click on that event, it will take me right to the registration page and all the information that I need to know about that 5K or 10K run that's coming up in November. So I'm excited about that. We do that every year. They have really cool t-shirts that you get for doing the run, and it's all for a good cause. It all is money that goes to the park. So I love that. Then I have a list of things that I need to think about when I go to the beach. So I'm just going to leave that there for some other future planning. Okay, now let's get some more decorations on this page. Let's say he's facing the wrong direction. What I can do is go down here to rotate, and I can flip him horizontally and turn him around so that he is facing the other way. And let's put a tree behind him. I love making these little vignettes. I think they're so fun. This tree could be a little bit bigger. So he's kind of hiding behind that tree. That's very cute. And what else can we add to that? Maybe one of these little mushrooms. I'm really just playing. I really didn't plan out ahead of time what I wanted, my page to look like. I really am just kind of playing around with things. And one of the great things that I love is as I go through the month and, I get to each week, I can set up each week the way I want it to be. And that's kind of fun. If I want to change pictures or change the items that are on the page, I can do that. That's really fun. I do know that I have a special day here, and that will be a special event that I need to plan for. And I have all the events and holidays. So this page is looking pretty good to me. Let's see if there's any other stickers that I would like to add. Okay. All right, moving on. Now, what I have set up here next are the weekly pages, and I am not going to tackle those today, but you see, so I have a weekly calendar. This one is October 31st through the 6th, and you see that I have the dates here, and then I have spaces that I can, fill in or, add other charts to or whatever. You've seen me do that many times before. So I'm going to leave those blank and fill those in as I get closer to November. But the other thing that I wanted to show you is you've often seen me copy pages from October and move them forward like I have here with my October inbox, okay? And one of the things that I do if I do this ahead of time, and I do this for lots of documents, is if I know that this is a page that is not finalized yet and I need to do something to it, I highlight the text in red. So you see up here, October inbox is in red. That means it is not yet set for November. So what I need to do first is I need to go up and I need to change it to November inbox. And I need to change that text back to whatever font color I want. Usually I leave it black. And then I can go in and clean up all of the items that do not belong for the November list. And then I can go and get my cute little title for November, copy that and bring it back, paste on the side. And then I can go ahead and play with how these boxes and things are on there. Most of these tasks you see are already finished, so I really just need to get rid of those because I don't want them duplicated in my planner. So let's take him and put him there. And remember, if this goes behind and I want it on top, I can always right click, go down to order, bring to front, and it will go up like so. Okay. Now, let's say it's still too wide. To change the size of my container, I can simply grab and drag it in, and it will move it just like that. Okay. Then I can move this down a little bit, this whole big graphic. All right, so I can do inbox and notes from November. Okay. All right, let's make that a little bit smaller. There we go. Again, this is one of the things that I absolutely love. I just love being able to play with, how the things look and all of that stuff. Let's give it a color that is more appropriate. Do I want brown? No. Let's try this golden color. Inbox and notes for November. That looks kind of nice. Okay. All right. And then I will go through and clean these items up. So speeding up. Okay, now I have all of my categories there so that if I think of things that I need to do, all I need to do is come in and add it to those categories, add it to those lists. I have a whole video on how I use these customized tags and how I use the Find Tags feature to give me a list of everything that I need to do. I will link that up above. It is one of the most popular videos on my channel. So I think a lot of people have learned a lot from using these customized tags. I think that's cool. Okay. All right. Now, again, with my monthly dashboard, this is a favorite page of mine. So I need to go in and clean it up and get it set up for November. Copying, pasting, deleting. I'll be back. Okay, I keep saying that I'm going to make my currently section into a table, which I really should do. So I'm going to leave this here because I want to go back and do that, and I will show you the finished product of all of these pages. But what I'm really going to do is go ahead and get them set up for the month of November. I have my garden calendar that I do, so my Master Gardener year. And I will go through here and find the section that I have for November, which is right here. I will copy that and bring that back to this page using my back button, paste on the side, and bring that whole section in. There we go. I have lots of things that I do in the garden, and this is really a good way to keep track for me to remember things that are coming up that I need to do. Now what I'll do is I'll go through the list and see what's appropriate for me this year, and I will make those into garden tasks, okay? So for example, continue planting hardy spring flowering bulbs. Mark the location of the bulbs. I know that that is a task that I'm doing this year because I already bought the daffodils. So I will go up here to my custom tags. I will change that to a garden task, and you see that it puts changes the font color and adds this little garden task checkbox over here to the side, okay? All right. Let's see. So that's how the gardening thing works. And again, I can add some cute stickers on here if I would like. Love this tree. So we will take that back. Maybe I want to put that up here. And again, I can send that to the back. And so the N comes up on top of it. Okay. All right, now this is also set for October. I need to change this to my November dashboard. I can keep the word dashboard, just change November. And let's change the font color so I know that I have worked on this page. I'll go back to black. And another thing that I need to change here is my link to my Google Calendar, okay? Right now, if I click on this link, it will take me to my October Google Calendar, and I need to change that to November. So what I need to do is go into my Google Calendar, switch over to the month of November, copy that link, and then drop back down into OneNote. And if I right click on that, I can edit the link. Instead of October, I can say November. And I can give it that new address. Make sure I deleted the whole thing properly. Well, I thought so. I left an extra H in there. And then I can say OK. And then if I'm here on this page and I need to quickly get to my November calendar, that comes up. It's already set for November. So I love adding those external links. To me, that is one of the beauties of OneNote, because not only can I link to pages within the notebook, I can link to pages out into the web, anywhere on my computer, any of those kinds of things. So it makes my life so much easier. Okay, let's look at the next one. These are my goals, and I will need to address those goals. There's a reflection section here. So again, I'll need to switch this. You can tell I haven't done anything yet because it's still red at the top. Switch this to October, set up my goals for November. Just wanted you to peek at that page. And then this was my October dated daily page. This was my October daily untimed page. All right. I'm going to clean this up too, because I really enjoyed using a daily, and especially when the days are busy like they probably will be in November. So I'm going to speed it up and I'm going to fix this page. Okay, for the food log, I am simply going to go down to my table and I'm going to do a table shading in green. Green's one of the colors for the theme. Let's see, for self-care and challenge of the day, again, I'm going to go down to table shading. Let's see, we used greens. We had some golden colors. The deers, of course, are brown. Let's try this golden color and see if I like it. I don't think I like it. Let's try something else. Remember, if there is not a color on here that you like, you can go to some recent colors, or you can go to more colors and choose something. You can even go and type in the hex code if you know the hex code of the items that you're using, okay? If I look here, I can see this prettier, darker brown. Maybe let's try that. Okay, now that certainly is going to mean that I need to change my my text. And I also had some red, but I don't want to do too much red because I don't want it to look red and green. Okay, all right. Although I do like this fox, so we will copy him and we'll take him to our daily. I like him right down there at the bottom. It's like he's looking up at the food, you know. That's what a fox is always about, right? Okay, and we've got this cute box here, which we can put for our, oops, wrong page. For our notes and musings, we can make it bigger. So it fits on there, and then put this on top. All right, now let's find something else to put there. Maybe the butterfly. I did still see butterflies out and about, which makes me happy. And we'll paste him on the side. And let's say I want him going the other way, so we will rotate him this way. Make him a little smaller. There we go. And I like this Into the Woods. Let's take this over here and we'll paste that on the side. And I'll put that down there in the corner, and I want to grab that bear. I think he's adorable too. Now, one of the neat things is once I get this page set up, if I want to, once I get it set up exactly the way I want to, I can come up here to page templates, and I can go down to page templates, and that will bring up page templates on the side over here. All the way down at the bottom, there's an option to save the current page as a template. If I click on that, then what it will do is it will give me a chance to name that page, and I can say that every time I say open a new page in this section, it will bring up this daily page. Okay, so all I have to do is type a name in here like November Daily and then hit save, and it will do that for me. Okay, I don't have it completely set up yet, so I'm not going to do that yet, but I just wanted to show you that that's an option that's available for that. Okay, all right, close my template so I have a little bit more working room. And I like this skinny tree. I haven't used him yet. Let's see. Whoa. See how I just made that skinny tree fatter? Let's put this over here behind the bear. And again, ordering send to back, so I can kind of play around with that. So there's the tree. My chart came to the front. The bear's in the front. The Into the Woods is also there, which I think is really cute. Okay. Now I have this up here to remind me to put the day and the date and the weather. So I'm going to leave that there for now so that I have that reminder. My top priorities, I usually put on some kind of flag or post-it note or something like that. Let's take this green one and we will copy that and take that back. Paste on the side, make it smaller, bring it up here to top priorities. Maybe hang that like that. And maybe put this bird up there as well. Oops. It's best if you get it in the general area where you want it, and then you hold down the Alt key. Okay, this butterfly is looking a little big to me. I'm going to make him a little bit smaller, and I can actually then move this whole section up. Go to my draw tool, lasso, circle everything that I want to move, and move it all at one time. Now remember, if I want to, I could take this box and make it longer if I need to, or I could simply put a second box down here, or leave it blank, you know, to add just other notes, handwritten notes, and that kind of thing. Okay. And my bear claw. I don't know where I want my bear claw. Does it look good here? No. My daughter always calls me a bear. I wake up in the morning and I'm grumpy until I have my coffee. So I'm going to put that bear claw up by my morning routine, so I know that I need to have my coffee or I'm going to be a bear all day long. Okay? All right, so there's some of my daily page set up. And again, what I love about it is I can go in as I'm going through the days or the weeks, I can change things and make them special for the day that I'm actually on. I kind of like that idea. Okay. So my health and habit tracker is next, and I've already gone in and taken out all of my personal information. So all I need to do up here is change this to November and change the text back to black. So I know that I have already worked on this page. And again, cleaning up what's there. Okay. All right. So I told you one of the things that I've been thinking about is, what I'm going to do for next year. So these other pages here are me playing around with some alternate weekly planners that I might want to throw in this month just to try to see if I like them. Some of them are from planners that I've used in the past. I think I'm going to make another video about showing you some of the alternate weekly things that I have. But just to finish up today, this health and habit tracker really is now just set for getting started in November. And what I'm going to do is I'll do a flip through at the end of the video to show you all the finished pages after I've finished playing with them and getting them kind of ready to start the month of November. Anyway, I can't believe that November is here already, and I'm really happy with how cute these stickers look. Again, I will link them in the description below, the link to Doodlebug Draws and the link to DCP Digitals, which is where the holiday stickers came from, and the background for the calendar itself. Okay? All right. Well, thanks for joining me today. I really hope you got some inspiration, liked the Into the Woods theme that we have going here. And if you haven't thought about it yet, please go ahead and think about subscribing to our channel. That would be a great benefit to me. I would really appreciate that. And here's hoping that you can live a more simplified and organized life through better planning. I use OneNote and some cute stickers. Until next time. Okay. Bye.